Good morning, guys. Welcome to your Sunday morning Yoga Every Hour flow. My name is Emma, or the Strong Yogi, and today we're going to be going through a Vinyasa flow that will last about 45 minutes, and we'll have a short period of relaxation, Shavasana, at the end. So Vinyasa is all about connecting your breath with your movement. So I'll be saying inhale, exhale, but by all means, if I don't tell you to breathe, please continue to do so. If you need to take a rest at any point during the practice, just come into your child's pose. So from your tabletop position, with your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, you're just going to sink backwards. Rest your forehead on the mat. You can stay in extended child's pose, so keep those arms out long, or you can bring your arms to your side. And then your other resting pose, again, from your tabletop position, you're going to tuck your toes under and reach the hips to the sky. So come into your downward facing dog. That's another resting pose, or any other pose that you might like. If you feel uncomfortable in a pose, just come out of it, take something else. If you then want to go back into it, then do so. It's your time, it's your practice. Nobody feels what you feel, so just take it to your own level today. So I'm not going to be playing any music in the background either, so if you want to pop some music on, then please do so now. And other than that, let's get started. So we're just going to start in a nice comfortable seated position. So just take a nice deep inhale through the nose, roll the shoulders backwards, lengthen the spine, just bring some nice space into the body this morning. And then as you exhale, just bow the chin downwards towards the chest and close the eyes. And you can either just keep your hands resting on your knees or on your legs, or just bring your right hand to your heart center and then just place your left hand on top of it. So just with your hands on your chest, just feeling your body, feeling your chest rise and fall with your breath. So just for a moment here, just to begin with, just take your own natural breathing pattern. So whatever that is today, just let it be, don't try to change it. And just allow yourself to notice your breath. And just bring awareness to your breath and to your body. Just allowing yourself to notice how you feel. Any areas of tension in the body. And then just bringing your focus to your mind, to your thoughts. And just for now, just leaving them behind and allowing yourself to come into the present moment. And just you on your mat, nothing else matters in this moment. For the next 45 minutes, just allow yourself to be. And then notice any areas of tension in your body. Just take a nice deep inhale, send the breath to those areas. And then as you exhale deeply, just release that tension as much as you can. And again, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, feel the chest rise. And exhale, release as it falls. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, just melt the hands down to the knees. And then we're going to inhale, look up, drop the head backwards. And exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, look up, drop the head back. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. This time, inhale, look up, drop the head back. And then exhale, melt the right ear down to the right shoulder. And bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, look up, drop the head back. Exhale, melt the left ear to the left shoulder. And drop the head all the way forwards. And again, inhale, look up, drop the head back. Exhale, melt the right ear to the right shoulder. Let the shoulder drop away from the ear. And we're just going to hold here, feeling the stretch in the left side of our neck. And if you want to increase that stretch, just place the right hand to the left side of your head. So not pulling on the neck, just letting the weight of your arm, just that added weight, be enough. Just take a few nice deep breaths here. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Inhale one more time. Exhale, release the hand, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, look up, drop the head back. Exhale, melt the left ear to the left shoulder. Let the shoulder drop away from the ear, and we'll just hold here, feeling the stretch this time in the right side of our neck. And then if you want to increase that stretch, just place your left hand to the right side of your head. And without pulling down, just letting the weight of that arm do the work. Holding and breathing here. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hand, drop the chin to the chest. And then from here, keep the spine nice and straight. Draw the belly button inwards. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Interlace the fingers at the top. And as you exhale, melt those hands down onto the back of your head. And let the elbows drop towards the mat, drop towards the floor. And feel that stretch this time in the back of your neck. So again, not pulling on the head, just letting the weight of your arms be enough. So as you take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, feeling any tension in the back of your neck just melting away. Easing any tension out of the body nice and gently this morning. And one more nice big inhale. Exhale, melt those hands down to the knees. And then we're just going to lift the gaze. You can blink the eyes open or you can keep them closed. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Pulling all the fingertips away from each other, opening through the palms of the hands, allowing energy in. Push the arms backwards beside the ears. Keeping the sit bones grounded. Nice inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right hand down to the right side of the mat and reach up and over with those left fingertips. Keeping that left sit bone grounded. Push that left shoulder backwards, opening through the chest, through the heart. Sinking into that pose, feeling the stretch in the left side of your body. Just inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach both hands to the sky. Open up through the palms of the hands. And then exhale, sinking over to the left hand side. Bring the left palm down to the mat. Reach up and over with those right fingertips. Push the right shoulder backwards. Keep the right sit bone grounded, holding here. And on your next inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, cactus those arms, bending the elbows, pushing the chest forwards, pushing the shoulders backwards. Nice. Inhale, reach those arms out long. And then as you exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, push the hands together. Take a nice deep inhale, push the chest forwards, the shoulders backwards. And then as you exhale, push the hands up towards the sky. Gazes forwards. Open the chest, so push the chest forwards, stretching out through the chest, through the shoulders here. Holding and breathing. And take one more nice deep inhale, exhale, release those hands, and just roll those shoulders backwards. And roll the shoulders forwards. Perfect. Inhale, let's reach the hands to the sky. And then exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, place those palms down to the mat, gaze towards the fingertips. Inhale here. As you exhale, roll forward, coming into your tabletop position. So the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. We're just going to warm up our spine with some cat-cows to begin with here. So as you inhale, gaze upwards, arch through the spine. So nice, big, meaningful movements. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, round through the spine, really push into the mat. And again, inhale, look up, arch through the spine. Exhale, chin comes to the chest, round through that spine. 3 more times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin comes to the chest. And again, inhale, look up, arch through the spine. Exhale, chin to the chest, round through the spine. And one more. Inhale, look up. Nice big arch. Exhale, round through the spine, really pushing up. Feeling that stretch in your shoulder blades. And then from here, just return to a neutral spine. And then we're just going to rock forwards and backwards, just bringing some nice movement into those wrists. And then just move those fingers to point towards the side of the mat and just rock from side to side there. And then if you like, you can point the fingers towards the back of the mat towards you. And this might be enough here. But if you want to add that little rock back in, then you can do so. Just easing out any tension in those wrists. Nice. And take one more nice big inhale. As you exhale, just twist the hands back towards the front of the mat. And then we're just going to walk our hands towards our knees and tuck your toes under. And we're just going to sit back on the heels, stretching out through those feet here. So just rocking from side to side, feeling the stretch in all of the toes. Stretching out the back of the feet, so often a place we forget to stretch. Yet we spend so much time on them. And take one more nice big inhale here. And then as you exhale, just using the strength in your quads, you're just going to bring yourself up. So push those hips forwards. And then just let the front of your feet rest down onto the mat. So from here, we're going to inhale, reach the hands to the sky, and then exhale, just take a slight back bend, look upwards. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to take the hands to our back, so take a nice deep inhale, reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands to the small of your back and lean backwards, elbows point backwards, gaze is upwards. Push the hips forwards towards the front of the mat. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And this time as we exhale, the right hand either comes to the small of the back, or you can take it down to the heel and reach backwards with the left fingertips. So half camel pose, really pushing those hips forwards, engage the glutes. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cartwheel the right hand up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, the left hand either comes to the small of the back or take it down to your left foot. Reach up and over with the right fingertips. Push the hips forwards, engage the glutes. Holding here for 5, gaze towards the right fingers. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cartwheel that hand to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to take it back to the right hand side. Just briefly. And then as we inhale, reach the right hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, raise that hand to the sky. And 2 more to each side. Exhale, taking it over to the right. Inhale, reach upwards. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up. And one more exhale to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up. And you can either continue to do that, or we're going to take full camel pose. So just cartwheel your right hand down to your right foot or to the small of your back, and then bring your left hand down to your left foot or the small of your back. Gaze backwards, push the hips forwards, engage the glutes as we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently cartwheel yourself back up, reach the hands to the sky, and then just melt the hands down to the mat. And then we're just going to walk the hands forwards, keep the hips lifted as we come into our puppy pose. So melt the chest downwards towards the mat. And then if you like, you can come onto your fingertips, so cupping those hands, just to create a little bit more space for the chest to melt down into. So just holding and breathing here, stretching out those arms. Nice, and then from here, just walk those hands back in a little bit and just melt those hips down towards your heels. So taking our child's pose here. So in your child's pose, we're in extended child's pose, so those hands reach out nice and long. Take a nice deep inhale here, and then as you exhale, just start to walk those hands over towards the right side. So maybe you can reach all the way around and your left hand comes on top of your right. Your torso comes over your right thigh. And just rest in this pose just for a moment. So feeling that stretch again in the left side of your body, your left lat. And maybe with each out breath, you can walk those hands, walk those fingers a little bit closer, a little bit further to the right hand side. Deepening the stretch. Take one more nice big inhale here. As you exhale, walk those hands back to center. Inhale at center. And exhale, let's walk those hands over to the left hand side this time. So bringing the right hand on top of the left if you can. And hinging over the left thigh. Feeling that stretch in the right side of your body. Just holding here. Breathing through the pose, releasing any tension with your out breath. Maybe you can walk the hands a little bit further round. And take one more nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back to center. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes under. And we're going to lift the hips to the sky. So we come into our first downward facing dog of the practice. So in your downward facing dog, pushing into the palms of the hands, pushing into the heels. Gaze towards the back of the mat, towards your belly button, and melt the chest downwards. And you can just walk through a dog, so bend one knee, bend the other knee. Shake the hips from side to side, shake the head yes, shake the head no, whatever feels good for you today. Just take a moment. So first thing in the morning, our bodies are normally a little bit tighter, a little bit stiffer. And then as the day goes on, we probably feel a little bit more flexible. So just giving yourself a little bit of time now. And if you're feeling tight, not to worry. And then from here, take a nice big inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees. And we're just going to walk the feet nice and gently towards the top of the mat. And then when you get there, you're just going to exhale into your standing forward fold. So just drop the crown of the head downwards towards the mat. Bend the knees if that feels good. And just take hold of opposite elbows with the palms of the hands. And just rock from side to side, forwards and backwards. Just letting the weight of your body lengthen out the spine. Stretching into the back of the legs. Take one more nice deep inhale here. Exhale, melt the hands down to the mat. We're going to straighten through the right leg, keep a little bend in the left knee. And then as we inhale, reach the right fingers to the sky, gaze upwards, push the right shoulder backwards. Feel that stretch in the back of your right leg as you take your twist. So inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, melt that hand back down to the mat. Put a little bend into the right knee, straighten through the left leg. Inhale, reach the left hand to the sky, gaze upwards. Feel that stretch in the back of your leg. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release that pose, melt the hands back down to the mat. From here, we're going to roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Rolling the shoulders as we get to the top. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. So we're going to run through a few rounds of sun salutations just to really bring some heat into the body this morning. So inhale, let's reach the hands to the sky. Arms come beside the ears, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, step the right, step the left, or if it's in your practice, jump back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows, keep them nice and close to your chest as you lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog on the palms of the hands. The front of the feet, hips are lifted, shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, tuck the toes. Raise the hips to the sky, come into your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the right, step the left, or jump forwards into your standing forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Gaze backwards, push the arms beside the ears. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, come into your halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, step the left, step the right, or jump back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the left, step the right, or jump forwards into your standing forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, come into your halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or jump back into your high plank, bend through the elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, walk, step or jump back to the top of the mat. Exhale into your standing forward fold. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Just push those thumbs into the sternum, hold here, take a nice deep inhale. And a nice deep exhale. So from here, we're going to ground through our left foot. And we're just going to lift our right foot upwards. So just balancing on your left leg here. And take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, just gently start to kick that right leg backwards and step it towards the back of the mat in your high lunge. So that left knee is bent 90 degrees, the knees over the ankle. Nice and strong through that right leg, so straighten through that right leg. And then we're going to inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, cactus those arms, bend through the back knee, come into your low lunge. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky, come back into your high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, low lunge. And again, inhale, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, low lunge. 2 more times, inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. And 1 more, inhale, reach up. And exhale, lowering down. So this time, untucking the toes and sinking into those hips. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, just melt those hands down to your hips. And just really working on stretching through those hips. So again, making sure that that left knee doesn't sink any further forward than the left ankle. So if you need to move your right leg back a little bit, just shuffle it back. And just sinking down into those hips a little bit further with each out breath. Next. Just holding here for a few breaths, really appreciating that stretch, that pose. Nice. From here, inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, place your hands to the inside of your left leg. And then from here, we're just going to tuck the right toes again, lift the right knee, and then just pivot onto the side of your right foot. And then all the way onto your heel. So you can come up onto your left toes if you need to. As we come into our Skandasana, it's a bit like a side lunge. So really reach the right foot away, point the toes to the sky. And you can either stay here with the hands down on the mat, or you can bring the hands together at heart center. So challenge yourself, challenge your balance. And hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, melt the hands back down to the mat if they're not already there. And then we're going to straighten through our left leg and come into a wide-legged pose facing towards the side of the mat. So we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So slightly pigeon toe the feet inwards, heels point outwards. So take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze forwards. And then as you exhale, hinging, bringing the crown of the head downwards towards the mat. And just bringing the palms of the hands in between your feet. So we don't want the hands to be out in front. Bring them in line with the feet. And just melt the head downwards, gazing through your legs. And holding here, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale, inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take hold of the waist. And inhale, stand up nice and tall. Perfect. From here, inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And then just face the left foot towards the front of the mat. And then exhale, pivot onto the ball of your right foot, coming back into our high lunge. Inhale here, and exhale, step that foot back to the top of the mat. Take a nice deep inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Perfect. So this time just ground through the right foot. Come up onto the ball of the left foot. And then we're just going to lift that leg. Gazing forwards. In a nice little balancing pose. So taking a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, nice and gently, slow and controlled, kick that leg back into your high lunge. So the right knee is over the right ankle. That left leg is nice and straight, nice and strong. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, cactusing those arms, dropping the left knee down into your low lunge. Push the chest forwards, the shoulders, the elbows backwards. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, lower down. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, lower down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. This time, untuck your toes. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring those hands to the waist. So just allowing yourself to sink into this lunge. So making sure that that right knee doesn't come any further forward than the right ankle. So if you need to move your left leg back a little bit, then do so. And just taking a few nice deep breaths here. Just allowing yourself to sink into this pose. Really stretching out through those hips. Perfect. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, place the hands to the inside of the right foot. So same as we did on the other side. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, pivot onto the side of the right foot. Lift the right knee. And we're going to come into our Skandasana, our side lunge. So point the right toes to the sky. And you can either stay here, keep the palms of the hands on the mat, or you can lift them up, bring them together at heart center. Really sinking down into those hips here. Keeping that chest nice and open so we don't want to round into the pose. Inhale, exhale, place the palms to the mat if they're not already there. And then you're going to straighten into your left leg, your right leg, and come into your standing forward fold. So again, inhale, reach up, look upwards. And then exhale, sinking downwards. Bringing the palms of the hands in between your feet. Melting the crown of the head down towards the mat. Gazing backwards. Holding here. Maybe seeing if you can sink a little bit further this time than you did last time. And then inhale, gaze upwards, straighten the arms. Exhale, take hold of the waist. And inhale, stand up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky, point the right foot towards the top of the mat. And as you exhale, pivot onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale here, and exhale, step the left foot forward to the front of the mat. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Perfect. From here, inhale, reach the hands to the sky, sink into those hips, bend the knees, come into your chair pose, engage the core, tuck the tailbone, lengthen the spine, push those arms back beside the ears as we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or jump back into your high plank where we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. So inhale, lifting those hips to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to roll our body forwards, coming into high plank. Inhale, lift the hips to the sky. Exhale, rolling the body forwards, high plank. 3 more times. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, lift those hips. And this time, exhale, high plank, where we'll hold again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down all the way onto your belly this time. And just coming onto your forearms, take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, just lift the chest. And just bow the chin downwards. Feeling that stretch through your neck, through your spine. And just hold here. Nice inhale. And then exhale, just melt yourself back downwards. And then from here, just bring the palms of the hands to the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, lift the chest. So either coming into cobra or baby cobra. If the hips become lifted off of the mat, then just put a little bend back into those elbows. Nice inhale here. And then exhale, lower yourself back down. And just rest either cheek down onto the mat. And then you're just going to put a bend into your right knee. And take hold of your right foot with your right hand. And just pull that foot in towards your glute. So you're just stretching out the quads. Keep the knees nice and in together, so we don't want the right leg to come out to the side. So inhale here one more time. And exhale, gently release. And then this time we're going to put a bend into the left knee. Take hold of the left foot with the left hand and draw the left foot in towards the left glute. Feeling that stretch in your quad. And take one more nice big inhale. And exhale, just release. So from here, just place the palms of the hands back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, push yourself upwards. And then just push yourself all the way backwards onto your knees. From here, we're just going to swing our legs around as we come into a seated position. So point those toes to the sky. And we're going to take a seated forward fold. So inhale, reach those hands upwards, arms come beside the ears, gaze towards the toes. As you exhale, push the arms backwards, trying to keep them beside the ears, and hinge at the hips, fold forward. So see how far you can get without moving those hands, those arms. So push back with the arms, push back with the arms. And then wherever you are, take a nice deep inhale and then exhale, melt the hands downwards. Bring them down to the feet, bring them down to the shins, place them beside your legs, whatever feels good. Bend those knees if you need to. And just working on this pose wherever you are. So with each exhale, maybe we can sink into it a little bit further. So inhaling, creating some nice space in the body. And then as you exhale, sinking into that space. Just take one more nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, just lifting yourself back up. So from here, we're just going to bring the soles of the feet to the mat. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale, reach the arms forwards. And then as you exhale, just sink backwards until you feel your core engage. And then you're either just going to stay there, or you can lift the feet, or you can lift the feet and straighten the legs as you come into your boat pose, where we're going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, just round over the thighs. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice complete exhale. And then we're going to go again. So inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lean backwards. Either stay here, or you can lift the heels, keep the knees bent, or straighten through those legs. And this time we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, round over those thighs. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice complete exhale. Perfect. From here, inhale, reach the hands forwards. And then exhale slowly, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to roll down through the spine. So for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just rest your back down onto the mat. Bring those feet nice and close to your glutes. So bring the heels as close to the glutes as possible. Rest the palms of your hands down onto their mat. Take a nice deep inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to lift the hips. Slowly peel the spine off of the mat as we come into our bridge pose. So pushing the legs upwards, pushing the thighs, the glutes upwards, pushing those sides together as we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower yourself back down. Resetting at the bottom. Take a nice deep inhale and And exhale, rolling up through the spine, lifting the hips to the sky. And holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice. So from here, just take your feet as wide as the mat. And then just gently windscreen wiper those legs from side to side. So just bringing a little bit of a twist into your spine. Just a nice gentle movement. And then from here, just hug those knees into your chest. So give yourself a nice big hug, rolling around on that spine, rock from side to side, forwards and backwards. Really hug those legs inwards, massaging your abdomen. And then you can either stay here in your little ball, or just take any other pose you might like to finish with. So maybe you want to lift those legs to the sky, draw them in towards your torso, stretching out the back of the legs. Maybe you want to take a happy baby pose, so taking hold of the sides of the feet, drawing the knees in towards the armpits, rocking from side to side, forwards and backwards, straightening one leg, straightening the other. Maybe you want to continue with that little twist, windshield wiping those legs from side to side. Whatever feels good for you today, just take a few moments here just to make yourself feel complete. So remember your intention, remember the reason you came to your mat today. The areas of tension you're still holding in your body. Just give yourself a little bit of time just to iron it out. Like I said at the beginning, nobody feels what you feel. So do whatever you need to do for you. And then when you're ready, no hurry. Once you feel complete, just take those legs out nice and long. And rest your hands by your sides with your palms facing upwards, just allowing energy inwards, keeping that heart nice and open. And just close the eyes. And just let your breath return to normal, whatever that is today. And just let your body sink into the mat. As you rest in your Shavasana, as you relax, just allowing your body to feel heavier and heavier. Melting downwards, feeling grounded, feeling safe. Any thoughts that come in this moment, just let them come and let them go. And wait. Allowing those feet to drop out to the side. Just no effort here. Just allowing your body to restore. And benefit from all of that energy that you've just created. Knowing that what you've done is enough. can either stay here in your Shavasana for a little bit longer if you have time to do so. Or if you need to finish your practice here with me today, let's just slowly start to bring some movement back into the body. So wriggle the fingers, wriggle the toes, gently rock the head from side to side. And just draw those knees inwards towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then from here, just gently roll yourself over onto your right hand side, rest your head in your hand. And then from here, with your eyes still closed, just gently push yourself back up into your comfortable seated position, how we started our practice today. Bring those hands together at heart center in your prayer position, your Namaste Mudra. Push those thumbs into your sternum, bow the chin downwards towards the chest. Feeling that energy that you've created in between the palms of your hands and sending it inwards through your heart center, taking what you need and giving what you can give. And just take a moment here to thank yourself for the time spent on your mat today, the time that you've given to you. And to be grateful for everything that you are and everything that you can do. And take a nice deep inhale, raise the hands up to your third eye between your eyebrows. And then exhale, just bow forward, sealing in energy, sealing your practice. And then from here, just gently blink the eyes open and lift the gaze. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, or whenever you're catching up. This is going to be over on the Yoga Every Hour website, so you can catch up at your convenience. I'll see you all